Hello my friends, this is Jorge Gonzalez with Team Data of 8, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty in Miami, Florida. Are you self-isolating in your house? Are you social distancing as we all are during this coronavirus crisis? Are you wondering, is this a good moment to sell your house? Well, you might have a valid reason to sell your house and you're probably wondering how to go about that in this environment. That's what we're going to touch on in this segment. No matter what's happening in the world around us, sometimes we just need to sell our home. And that's important because of different factors and different situations in our life. You might have a valid and very smart and prudent reason to sell your house. And today and in this environment, that might not be an exception. I want to give you some good news because not all things are frozen up. As a matter of fact, people are buying and selling houses in this social distancing environment. The only thing is that the way we go about doing those the transactions and what used to be normal when it came to marketing and showing properties, that's what might be a little bit different. I want to start off talking about how marketing is going to be changed. Well, there's going to be a new normal here on how we do things, and one of the things that I think is going to be of benefit to sellers is the way we as realtors market properties. We're going to have to enhance the way we market properties. Number one, more people are going to have to look at houses as they have been online, but they're going to have to get a more enhanced, a better experience so that they really get a good feel for the house. The way it looks, the way it feels, the distribution of the floor plan, etc. before actually going to take a look at the property. In this environment, we're going to have to depend on better photography, more professional photography, better video, and more importantly, and this is going to be more popular, is a better virtual reality experience. A 3D type of augmented or virtual reality where somebody on their computer, on their phone, they're going to be able to, virtually walk through the house at their pace, see the parts of the house that they want to see, in the closets, in the bathrooms, look up at the ceiling, look down at the floor, take measurements of different spaces. And believe it or not, there's awesome technology that gives us the opportunity to do that in this current environment. We're going to have to be stepping it up. Realtors need to invest more in that type of marketing tool, if you will, in order to really get the best exposure for your property. That means more buyers will be paying attention to your house, spending more time online, looking at the different videos and the different virtual reality and virtual tour technologies that we're going to offer to them. Then, and only then, if they really see that house and say, you know what, this might check all the boxes, this might be a property we want to make an offer on, let's go take a look at it, but it's almost as confirmation just before making an offer. Sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time, somebody's not going to want to make an offer on a property that they haven't actually physically seen. That brings me to the second point I want to bring up on this video, and that is how showings are going to be different, because we're all going to have to be addressing this new normal where we have to disinfect everything, we have to socially distance ourselves from buyers and from potentially infecting our homes, especially if the home is not vacant. So how are showings going to be different? First of all, it's a showing to a buyer who's really serious about making an offer on the property. Seriously consider. Not just people looking around and window shopping. Okay, so we're going to have to reduce the number of showings on the houses that we have on the market. So one of the things that is going to be really important is we as realtors, before the appointment, we're going to have to go to the house and properly disinfect many of the surfaces in the house. We're going to have to disinfect and wipe down the doorknobs, any kitchen, bathroom surfaces, and actually do a thorough job in disinfecting. That's one. The second thing that we'll do in preparation for the showing is go throughout the house, open up all of the doors, all of the interior doors, closet doors, open the front door and a back door. Why? so that when we're doing the showing, we can properly instruct the buyers not to touch anything. There will be no need to touch anything because we'll be able to walk into the house and look around at leisure, look at all of the different spaces without opening any doors, without touching anything. That leads me to preparation when we meet that potential buyer at the door. First of all, and we live in South Florida where we kiss a lot, no kissing, no hugging, and no handshakes, right? So that will be very important to maintain. Number two, we're going to make sure that that buyer comes to the house and they have a proper face mask and wearing gloves and wearing shoe protection, shoe covers, so we're not tracking anything into the house. So that will be very important for us to maintain. Once they put on their gloves, we'll also sanitize those gloves before coming into the house. I often encourage people to put their hands in their pockets. Put their hands in their pockets while they're walking around the house. And if they don't have pockets, well, for them to clasp their hands and hold it in front of them while they're walking around the house. That reassures and takes the temptation out for them to want to touch anything. And they'll be a lot more self-conscious. And I'll be able to monitor that a lot better too. So we're going to make sure to protect your home so that we all stay safe and healthy. Safe and healthy. So you can count on me to do that for you. You can count on me as your realtor to invest what I have to provide the best exposure and marketing technology for your house to be best presented on the internet so we can get the best exposure and get your house sold for the top price and in the shortest amount of time. We can do this together. If you need to sell your house, don't shy away from it. In fact, it might be a great moment in time to sell your house in this market. And we're going to make sure that your home and you stay safe and healthy during this time. If you have any other questions or concerns about how we're handling this situation and how we can help you with the sale of your home, you know where to find me. Please send me a text, an email, or give me a call. I'd love to talk more about this with you, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay safe out there.